It's fascinating to consider that while Solomon's wisdom made him the greatest king of his time, it was also the very thing that revealed the depths of human frailty. His story serves as a reminder that even the wisest among us are not immune to the temptations of the world. Solomon's life began with unmatched wisdom, but as it progressed, it also exposed the dangers of relying too heavily on honest understanding instead of continually depending on God. The start of Solomon's reign, marked by divine wisdom and favor, stands as a powerful example of how God can transform ordinary individuals into extraordinary vessels for His purpose. Solomon's humble request for wisdom reminds us all that when we seek God's guidance, it doesn't just meet our needs but often exceeds them in ways we could never foresee. However, his story also serves as a cautionary tale. True wisdom isn't just about acquiring knowledge, it's about keeping a heart fully surrendered to God throughout life's journey. In Solomon's case, the gift of wisdom proved to be a double-edged sword. While it brought him immense success and respect, it also revealed the heavy responsibility that comes with such knowledge. As we delve further into Solomon's life, his rise to fame and the temptations that eventually led him astray, we discover that wisdom alone isn't sufficient to sustain a life of faith. It's only through continual reliance on God's guidance, regardless of how wise or powerful we become, that we can achieve true success and lasting peace. As Solomon's reign continued, one of his most significant and monumental achievements was the construction of the Temple in Jerusalem. This was more than just an architectural marvel, it was a spiritual and cultural milestone for the people of Israel. Solomon's father, King David, had long dreamed of building a house for the Lord, a permanent sanctuary where the Ark of the Covenant could rest. However, it was Solomon who was chosen to fulfill this divine vision and turn it into reality. What many might not fully realize is how pivotal the construction of this temple was, not only for Israel's faith but also for the fulfillment of God's promises to His people. The temple, commonly known as Solomon's Temple, was the first of its kind in Jerusalem. Built with unmatched grandeur, it soon became one of the wonders of the ancient world. The story of King Solomon doesn't begin with the day he was born, but rather with a moment that showcased remarkable humility and unwavering faith. Solomon, the son of King David and Bathsheba, was not the eldest son, nor the one most expected to inherit the throne. Nevertheless, it was Solomon whom God appointed as king over Israel, a choice that would mark the start of one of the most fascinating and influential reigns in the Bible. His journey to kingship and the profound wisdom he would later display stand as a testament to God's sovereign plan, demonstrating how he can elevate what appears insignificant into something truly magnificent. When Solomon ascended to the throne, he was young and inexperienced. The immense responsibility of ruling Israel, a kingdom that had been established and expanded by his father David, must have weighed heavily on him. Solomon was fully aware of his own limitations. In his position, many would have asked God for wealth, military strength, or even the defeat of their enemies. After all, ruling a kingdom in ancient times often required swift and harsh decisions for survival. But Solomon did the unexpected. He asked for none of these things. Instead of seeking wealth or power, Solomon had a profound moment when, in a dream at Gibeon, God appeared to him and said, "Ask for whatever you want me to give you." In that moment, Solomon made an unexpected request. He asked for wisdom. Acknowledging his youth and inexperience, he recognized that the task ahead of him was far too great to manage on his own. While many would have asked for long life or riches, Solomon sought an understanding the art to judge the people fairly and discern between good and evil. This request alone reveals a remarkable aspect of Solomon's character at the start of his reign, his deep humility. He understood that true leadership required more than just power, it required insight, compassion, and the ability to make righteous decisions. God's response to Solomon's request was both inspiring and full of lessons. Not only did he grant Solomon unmatched wisdom, making him the wisest man to ever live, but he also gave him what he had asked for: riches, honor, and a long life. God said to Solomon, "Since you have asked for this and not for long life or wealth for yourself, nor for the death of your enemies, but for discernment in administering justice, I will do what you have asked." This divine promise of favor set Solomon on a path to greatness, a level of success and influence that no other king in Israel's history would ever reach. What many might not realize is that Solomon's wisdom wasn't simply a mystical gift, it was deeply rooted in his reverence for the Lord. The Bible teaches that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and this principle is clearly reflected in Solomon's life. His humility and understanding that true wisdom comes from God were essential. It wasn't merely about knowing facts or making clever decisions. Solomon's wisdom was grounded in a close, personal relationship with God. Early in his run, Solomon's wisdom was put to the test in a famous case involving two women who came to him, each claiming to be the mother of the same child. Solomon's solution, offering to divide the child in two, was not only a brilliant strategy but also revealed the true mother. Her willingness to sacrifice her own claim in order to save the child exposed her identity. This moment shocked the nation and cemented Solomon's reputation as a king with unparalleled discernment. Despite the glory and success of Solomon's early run, subtle signs began to emerge, foreshadowing the challenges that lie ahead. As great as Solomon's wisdom was, it would soon be tested not just by political decisions or legal matters, but by the state of his own heart. In his early years, Solomon had placed God's will above his own desires. However, as time went on, the temptations of power, wealth, and alliances with foreign nations began to challenge his unwavering devotion to God. In his latter years, despite his great achievements and the God-given insight he had received, Solomon allowed his heart to drift away from God, which ultimately led to his downfall. What is often overlooked in the story of Solomon is just how far strayed from the principles that had once defined his run. His gradual but steady departure from God's commandments serves as a powerful lesson about the dangers of compromise and the subtle ways even the wisest can fall. A key factor in Solomon's downfall was his love for foreign women. Like many kings of his time, Solomon formed political alliances by marrying women from the surrounding nations. These marriages were intended to secure peace and strengthen Israel's position, but they came with a heavy spiritual cost. Solomon ended up marrying 700 wives and taking 300 concubines, many of whom were from pagan nations. This not only violated God's command that the king should not multiply wives but also opened the door to idolatry, weakening Israel's spiritual foundation. As Solomon grew older, he began to build altars and temples for the foreign gods worshipped by his wives, allowing them to practice idolatry in Israel. Yet, beyond its physical beauty, the temple symbolized something far deeper, the presence of God among his people, marking a new era in their relationship with him. Before the temple was built, the Ark of the Covenant had been kept in a tent, a temporary structure that traveled with the Israelites during their years of wandering. The construction of a permanent temple in Jerusalem signified the end of that nomadic era and the beginning of a new chapter in Israel's history. For the first time, God's presence would have a fixed dwelling place in the heart of the capital city of his chosen people. The scale of the temple's construction was truly breathtaking. Solomon spared no expense, sourcing the finest materials from all over the known world. He arranged for vast quantities of cedar wood to be brought from the king of Tyre, a trusted ally, and had massive stones quarried to form the foundation. The workforce was vast, with tens of thousands of laborers, craftsmen, and artisans working tirelessly, ensuring that every detail was meticulously crafted to perfection. The inner sanctum, known as the Holy of Holies, was covered in pure gold, serving as a testament to the reverence with which this sacred space was regarded. It was here, in this most holy chamber, that the Ark of the Covenant would rest, symbolizing God's throne on earth. What many might not realize is the immense amount of time, dedication, and labor that went into the temple's construction. It took 7 years to complete, and every detail was carefully designed according to God's specific instructions. Solomon made sure the entire project was infused with a sense of sacred purpose, fully aware that this was not merely a building, but the very house of God. The most fascinating aspect of the temple's construction isn't just its materials or its grandeur, it's the fact that Solomon, the wisest king to ever live, personally oversaw the entire project. His wisdom guided every step of the process, from forming alliances to secure resources to the careful execution of the work. However, the true power of the temple lay not in its physical splendor but in what it symbolized, a pivotal moment in Israel's relationship with God. For the first time, there would be a permanent place where the people could gather to offer sacrifices, worship, and seek the presence of the Almighty. The divine significance of the temple's completion is equally important. When the temple was finished, Solomon organized a grand dedication ceremony, where he led the people in prayer and offerings. During this momentous event, something miraculous occurred. The glory of the Lord filled the temple in a way that had never been seen before. The Bible tells us that a cloud, symbolizing God's presence, descended so powerfully upon the temple that the priests could not even stand to perform their duties. This was a clear sign that God had accepted Solomon's work and was pleased to dwell among his people. However, there is an often overlooked aspect of this event that deserves attention. During his prayer of dedication, Solomon humbly acknowledged that even the heavens could not contain God, let alone the temple he had built. This moment of profound humility, especially from a king who had just completed one of the greatest architectural feats of the ancient world, speaks volumes. Solomon recognized that while the temple would serve as a sacred place for the people to worship, it could never truly contain the infinite God. This realization highlighted Solomon's early wisdom and his deep understanding of God's sovereignty. As glorious as the construction of the temple was, it also carried a solemn warning. After the temple's completion, God appeared to Solomon and reminded him that if the people of Israel turned away from him and worshipped other gods, the temple would eventually become a ruin, and the nation would suffer. This warning, often overshadowed by the celebration of the temple's grandeur, is deeply significant. God's promises of blessings were always tied to Israel's faithfulness, and despite Solomon's early success, he would later face the consequences of straying from God's commands. The story of Solomon's temple is one of triumph, a monumental achievement built on faith, wisdom, and dedication. However, it also serves as a reminder that even the greatest accomplishments can be fleeting if they are not sustained by ongoing obedience and reverence for God. The temple stood as a beacon of God's presence among his people, but it also foreshadowed the challenges that would arise if Israel, and Solomon himself, forgot the true source of their blessings. In the construction of the temple, we witness the transformative power of God's promises. A young and unexperienced king like Solomon was endowed with the wisdom and resources to create something extraordinary. However, the deeper lesson of the temple's story is that no matter how grand our accomplishments might be, they must always point back to God. Solomon's temple was not just a physical structure, it was a powerful symbol of God's covenant with Israel. Its true beauty lay in how it represented the relationship between the Creator and His chosen people, a bond built on faith, obedience, and the ever-present promise of God's blessing. Despite Solomon's reign being marked by extraordinary wisdom and the monumental achievement of building the temple, his story took a dark turn that many people might not fully realize. His final message would be this: no amount of wealth, wisdom, or power can replace a heart that is completely devoted to the Lord. Thank you for joining us as we explored the fascinating story of King Solomon. His life stands as a powerful example of wisdom, faith, and the challenges of staying true to God's path. If this story inspired you, be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on more incredible Bible stories that bring ancient wisdom to life. Share this journey with us, hit that subscribe button, and let's uncover more biblical truths together. What makes this turn so shocking is that Solomon, the wisest man to ever live, the very same man who had built a magnificent temple for the Lord, allowed idol worship to infiltrate Israel during his reign. This was not a sudden shift, but a gradual decline, and it had devastating consequences. The man who had once been wholly devoted to God, who had prayed for wisdom to lead his people faithfully, now found himself drawn into the worship of false gods such as Astoret and Chemosh. These were not mere cultural differences. The God Solomon embraced represented everything that God detests: child sacrifice, sexual immorality, and corruption. Many people do not realize the full extent of Solomon's fall into idolatry. The very man who had guided Israel into its golden age of worshipping Yahweh ended up leading the nation into spiritual darkness. Solomon built places for these foreign gods, and his heart, which had once been fully devoted to the Lord, became divided. This part of Solomon's story is often overlooked, but it is crucial. The stark contrast between the early Solomon, the builder of the temple, and the later Solomon, the builder of altars to foreign gods, serves as a powerful reminder of how sin can sadly take hold. It wasn't just Solomon's personal faith that suffered. His actions had far-reaching consequences for the entire nation of Israel, leading them down a path of spiritual decline. By allowing idolatry to take root in the land, Solomon set a dangerous precedent that would lead future generations astray. His compromises gradually weakened Israel's spiritual foundation, and the kingdom would soon feel the weight of his decisions. God had warned Solomon early in his reign that if all the people turned away from him, severe consequences would follow. Yet, despite these warnings, Solomon allowed his heart to be led astray, drifting further from the path of faithfulness. One of the most sobering moments in Solomon's story is the judgment that God pronounced upon him. God appeared to Solomon once more, but this time with a message of judgment, not blessing. Due to Solomon's idolatry, God declared that the kingdom would be torn from his hands. However, because of his promise to David, God would not take the entire kingdom away. Instead, after Solomon's death, the kingdom would be divided, with only one tribe remaining under the rule of his descendants. This judgment marked the beginning of the end for Israel's united monarchy and the start of a division that would plague the nation for generations. What is often overlooked in Solomon's story is how his disobedience not only impacted him personally but also had lasting consequences for the entire nation. His compromises foreign gods led to a spiritual decline that ultimately caused the division of Israel into two kingdoms, the northern kingdom of Israel and the southern kingdom of Judah. The once great nation that Solomon had ruled with wisdom and strength soon became weakened by internal strife and external threats, a direct consequence of his failure to remain faithful to God. The story of Solomon's downfall is both tragic and instructive. It serves as a powerful reminder that no one, not even the wisest man in history, is immune to the dangers of compromise. Solomon's drift from God was not caused by a single dramatic event, but rather by a series of small, seemingly insignificant decisions that gradually led him further from the truth. His story warns us about the subtle nature of sin and the importance of remaining vigilant in our fight. Beyond that, it also offers a broader lesson about the nature of leadership and influence. Solomon's personal failings had a ripple effect on the entire nation of Israel. His decisions didn't just impact him, they affected generations to come. This serves as a sobering reminder that our choices, especially as leaders, have consequences that reach far beyond what we can see. Solomon's story challenges us to reflect on the long-term impact of our actions and the importance of remaining faithful to God's commands, no matter how successful or wise we may become. In the end, Solomon's legacy is a blend of triumph and tragedy. He was a king who began his reign with extraordinary potential, a man blessed with unparalleled wisdom and favor from God. However, his story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of turning away from God's path. While Solomon's wisdom made him great, it was his faithfulness to God that truly made him blessed. When that faithfulness faltered, so did his reign, and the kingdom of Israel would never be the same again. If Solomon were to speak to us today, his warning would likely be simple yet profound: guard your heart. It's not always the grand temptations that lead us away from God, often, it's the subtle compromises, the small decisions to prioritize wealth, success, or relationships over faithfulness to God, that ultimately lead to destruction. Solomon's story stands as a cautionary tale of what happens when we trade our devotion to God for the fleeting pleasures of this world. In the end, the man who once wrote proverbs filled with wisdom about the fear of the Lord became the embodiment of what happens when that fear fades. His story serves both as an inspiration and a warning to all who seek to follow God. No matter how blessed or wise we might be, we must remain vigilant, keeping our hearts fully devoted to God, lest we too fall as Solomon did.